Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you here on this rainy Tuesday, but it was beautiful other day, so I'm sure it will come back again, the good weather. We have a lot going on here at the office. I'm so excited. I wanted to tell you quickly before I get into our topic of the day, which is actually the month, relationship traits or qualities that sound good on the surface, but really spell trouble. So we talked last week about we never argue, that quality, really a problem coming at you with that statement. And there's another one I'm going to talk about today. But first, I don't know if you remember back in the fall, I talked about parenting 1 month. And in one of those talks, I talked about parenting adult children. Well, I did an article on that, and that just got picked up by several big media outlets. USA Today, Travel and Leisure, CBS News, a couple of radio stations, etc. So that has been really exciting, and there's been a lot of flurry about that. So I actually wrote a longer article addressing that very topic. If you're interested, it's free, and it's on my website, lauradabney.com. There's a pop-up. Just put in your email address, and we'll send that to you. Okay? So that's how to have a good relationship with your adult children. And I think this is sort of on the heels of the new snowplow parent phrase. So hint, do not give them your retirement money. That's what this article was about. So then it's more involved in why and how much you should help them and why not help them 100%. Okay, very interesting stuff. Not quite as interesting as Tyler having her baby, and now we have new Maya Olinger joining us at the practice. So she's helping us while Tyler is out on maternity leave, and hopefully she will stay with us and continue to help us because she's great. And we have lots of things going on, so lots to do. So once again, we're talking this month about relationship characteristics or traits that sound really great on the surface, but make me cringe. Actually, make me worried for the relationship because they suggest that something's gone amiss or awry. Last week it was we never argue. This week I want to talk about the phrase, I'm the rock in the relationship. You can see me cringe. Such a common phrase, and I have to say most of the stereotypes of men and women don't really pan out once you get learning about people like we do in psychology. But this rock thing is typically a guy thing where I asked them, what do you mean by a rock? Well, I'm the one who solves all the problems, and I'm the one everybody turns to, and I'm the one, I'm the one. It sounds great, right? Wouldn't we all like to be the one who could solve everybody's problems? And wouldn't we like to have someone like that in our lives? Well, I don't have a problem. I can just ask Jim over there to solve it for me. I have no problems because I got a rock. But the problem is, no human is a rock. And what the rock is really saying is they can't say they're needy. You got that? The rock is really hiding neediness because they think something's wrong with neediness. And isn't that funny? Because you've learned from me that there's no such thing as a right or wrong feeling. Last week we talked about how we never argue is a way to bury anger. I am the rock is a way to bury neediness. Okay, I have this discussion with people every day, in fact, and people who believe that their neediness is a problem just look at me like I have 3 heads. What do you mean? I don't want to be dependent on somebody. I don't want to express my neediness because then I'm weak. And I have to sit there and kind of point out to them, how are you any weaker the 1 minute before you said you have a need to the 1 minute after you say you have a need? Our characteristics, our strengths and weaknesses don't change because you say, I need something. When I dig further, they're afraid of the disappointment that somebody can't fill it. Well, it's not fun to be disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a horrible thing to be disappointed, right? Plus, it's better that we're disappointed and suffer that loss so we can then move on to get our need filled somewhere else, because that's our job as adults, right? We take care of our needs. That is taking care of our needs by asking for help, getting someone to help us. Right? That's part of what we do as adults, okay? Somebody might not be able to fill it, but that doesn't mean you're weaker. It doesn't mean you're going to fall apart. It doesn't mean you're not going to be able to handle that. I mean, you're going to say, oh, you'll be gracious. Well, thank you for considering. And off you go to find somebody else. In fact, I can go further with this. I could talk all day about this. Neediness is the cornerstone of all relationships. Why would you get married? Why would you be in a relationship if you didn't need somebody, need companionship, need sex, need someone to support you, right? So neediness is not only normal, it's an essential ingredient in a relationship. Okay, you hear that? So if you're hiding neediness, you're not bringing that essential ingredient into the relationship. It isn't, I will take care of you. It's we'll take care of each other. Relationship is a shared neediness. I take care of your need, you take care of mine. It's a great deal. But it's not a deal if you're doing all the giving and not taking. It's lopsided then, out of balance. And just like buried anger, it's going to come back to haunt you. I promise you. Okay? You're going to get all, I help everybody. They should help me because I help them. It's a fantasy that if you help somebody enough, that they're going to then turn around and start helping you, so you don't have to say the words, I need something. Kind of silly, right? Why would you pin your hopes on somebody figuring it out telepathically eventually when you can simply ask? Okay? So I'm a rock. Not a good thing, not something to strive for. If that's something you find yourself saying or even thinking, gee, I wish I were a rock. Talk to yourself a little bit about, sit with yourself for a little bit and think, what is wrong with neediness? And try to see if you can tease that apart or pull that apart. Of course, you can always call me if you need help with that. 757-340-8800. Okay, call my cell phone. Call my cell phone, 757-652-9063. I'd love to talk you through that. Okay, or get the help, get some help if you need that, because your relationships are not going to be solid until you get that straight. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you next week.